I go to DC, I'ma see the mall. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know these.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Sean McCoy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
No, check, Patriot! Over! Set! 319!
A play fake, now Webb. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Leopard! Over! Here we go now! 319!
Webb now. Complete to Bryant. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. Benjamin's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Ellington now to return it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Four down. Black 22. Black 22. Target. Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll toss it to Miller. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third and 2, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the 50, it's Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kyle Williams in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. It's caught inside the 25. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Here we go now.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
On second down, it's McCoy. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
All right, here we go. Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone!
Now a first down throw. Well, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Now let's go. Green 30.
A give to McCoy. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Oh, now he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Reset, reset, reset.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Brendan Langley there to get him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Escapes the defender. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 1st down, it's Webb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This give is to McCoy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Chubb to throw. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Whitney Merciless able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ellington. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come back, come back. Hey, Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. He hits Blue. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Watson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. as his guys are in for 6. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Webb. And his throw here is incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Webb. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Webb. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And down he'll go at the 25. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Foreman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, blue 80! Blue 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Tiger, 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 tiger! Hey, blue 80!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Detroit! 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 Here we go now. Green 39. Detroit! Green 39.
On second down, Webb. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Green. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd and 2, Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Third down, Webb going deep for Benjamin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play for the Bills on third down, 55 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third down, here's McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Black 22! Black 22!
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Two jet! Down! Blue 80!
To throw is Watson. Off the bootleg. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Black 22!
They'll run with Foreman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Steps away to his left. And, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bills have recovered. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They give it to Ivory. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Watching now, Barney! Gone! Now let's go! Blue 90! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Covington in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Gone! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Webb now from the gun. Looking downfield for Dez. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Des Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Calling a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Thomas the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go!
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
2nd 56. Back 99. Here we go.
To throw on third down. Webb. And this is going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Tiger. Come back. Hey, green,
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
Now Webb. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Richmond. Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Hopkins complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That one goes for 36 yards. Back to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Watson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Buffalo, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked too.